welcome to English. Today our topic is parts of speech, and specifically today we are going to discuss about the verb. Verb is simply, we can say that verb is an action word in a sentence which shows an action in a sentence. Like we write some sentences or we speak some sentences like I am playing, I am going to school, I am writing a letter, I am listening to music, and I am watching TV. All these words like I have uttered, like writing, watching, speaking, listening. All these words are verbs. Why? Because they shows some action. They are describing something that is occurring at the moment. That is why we call it as a verb. Similarly, then there are two major types of verb. That is transitive verb and intransitive verb. These two forms of the verb mostly used in active voice and passive voice. When we change a sentence into passive voice from an active voice, we use transitive verb. Most of the intransitive verbs cannot be changed into passive voice. Why? Because intransitive verb has no direct object, while at the other hand, transitive verbs has the direct object. And now the question is, what is a direct object? Direct object means the thing which is most affected by the verb or recipient of the transitive verb. That is called transitive verb. And then other thing is intransitive verb. In intransitive verb, we say that there is no direct object. There is an object but not a direct object. Like if we write Ahmed is playing hockey. In this sentence, we can say this verb playing, this is called the main verb. This main verb has a direct object without any addition of preposition, conjunction or anything else. It has a direct object, playing hockey. Ahmed is playing hockey. That is why this verb is called transitive verb, because it has a direct object. Because this thing is mostly affected by the verb. This is called transitive verb. And if we see the sentence, here is a sentence that is he is going to school. In this sentence, going is an intransitive verb because it has no direct object. We have used a preposition to join with this object to school. He is going to school. That is why this verb is called intransitive verb. Then another type of verb, that is regular verb. Regular verb are those verbs, the verbs which has past and past participle forms ends with D or ED. Like check. This is the present form of the verb, and past form of the verb will be checked. And then checked. Now you can see that the past form and the past participle form of the verb is ended in ed and ed. That is why this verb is called regular verb. And then irregular verb. Irregular verb has the different past and past participle forms. Like if we write go, the past form of the go will be went, and past participle form of the go will be gone. This is called irregular verb, and this is called regular verb. Regular verb, this past and past participle forms end with D or ed, and in irregular verb, this past and past participle form ends in very differently, like went and gone. Go, went, gone. This is why this is called irregular verb. The third thing is the dynamic verb. As we see, the word dynamic means something in movement. And now if we write here a verb like play. Play is a dynamic verb. Why? Because it shows some movement like play. Play shows some movement. And then there is a static verb. Static verb, the word static means the things in rest position. Like if we write a sentence like I like roses. In this sentence, we see the word like is used as a verb, but here is nothing in movement. Is a static thing or static. That is why this type of word are verbs called static verb, because they show no movement. Like I had something. Like and it seems to me. Seems, like, had, love. These verbs are called a static verb because these verbs do not show any kind of movement in their action. That is why these verbs are called static verb. On the other hand, the dynamic verb means the things are the verbs which shows some movement in their action. That is why these verbs are called dynamic verb. And the next thing is auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb or helping verb. The word we write like is, are, am, was, were, etc. All these verbs are called auxiliary verbs. And why these are called helping verbs? Because they help a main verb in a sentence. This is why they are helping verbs to help main verb in a sentence. And the other thing is gel. When we talk about the present participle form of the verb, present participle form of the verb, like when we write ing with a verb, this is called present participle form of the verb. If it is used as a verb, this will be present participle form of the verb. But when we talk about this form, and this form is used as a noun, like if we write here I am swimming. In this sentence, we see this form of the verb, ing form of the verb or present participle form of the verb is used as a verb. This word is used as a verb in this sentence. This is why it is called present participle form of the verb. And if we write it like swimming is fun, and the words are the same, swimming, swimming. In this sentence, swimming is used as a noun, and that is why we call it as a gel. If present participle form of the verb is used as a verb in a sentence, it is called present participle form of the verb. But when it is used as a noun in a sentence, it will be called as a gel. Then the other thing is capular verb or capular. If we talk about helping verb, is, are, am, was, were. When after the helping verb, here comes noun or adjective. Like he is an engineer. Then in this sentence, this helping verb will be called as a capular or capular verb. When after the helping verb, here comes a noun or an adjective, then it will be no more a helping verb, but it will be a capular or capular verb.